Hey, how you doing, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Looks like we got about 8 people in the channel so far. How we all doing today? Just sitting down here. I'm actually in a trade already. We'll see how this ends up playing out. Currently down 91 on this guy. We'll see how this ends up playing out here. We kind of broke below the VWAP, and then I took a short position in the around the 200 area here. If we start breaking above these highs, obviously I'm going to be thinking about cutting it here. But with the gap down, and then if we look at this chart here, I had a previous day low, which we had been rejecting off of there. So that's kind of the idea. If we get above 227 area, not looking that good for this short position. So I'm going to mark off my 227 here just so I can see what's going on here. Let's go previous day low. Here we go. So if we start getting acceptance above this price, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to cut it. We'll see how this goes, though. We have some orders above here at just about 240 area, and then some down at 150. Looks like the ones at 150 came off, and they have some on now at 187. So we're in the same trade, hoping for the best. Yeah. I'm not loving this candle here, unfortunately. It was stalling out quite a bit when I entered, and that was just before the stream started. And then it closed pretty strong. So we'll see how this plays out. Like I said, hoping that we're not going to get acceptance above 226 area. That'll say the sellers are still here as they rejected up here. So it's kind of my idea. See if we're going to play out. You know, we gap down, we're below previous day low, we're below value area low. So in theory, we should be looking for shorts at this moment. So yeah, good luck to us, hey Jerry? I have a hockey game tonight again, first game in the playoffs. So starting the stream early. Typically, you guys know I'm usually not on till around 10 East Coast, but got in early today just to try to get a stream in before I got to go to hockey. So hockey game is at 7:30, I think. Let me just double check here. Yeah, the game's at 7:30, so I got to leave around 6:15 my time. So around 6 p.m. we'll probably be ending the stream. So about 2 hours from now. But thanks for tuning in, anyone who is here. Appreciate you guys. There we go. Hopefully we get a nice push right below the VWAP here. You're stopping it at 23,242. Yeah, I mean, I would be looking at stopping it out there too. I just gave it a little bit more room in case we get some sort of a quick, wick up and down. But yeah, if we end up getting up to the 40s areas, I'll be definitely considering cutting it. So, AG Trader, what's up? Yeah, I'm early today. I got a hockey game, first playoff game tonight's. Starts at 7:30 my time, which is 10:30 East Coast. So kind of right in the middle of my typical streaming time. So just gotta, put in the work and get on early. Normally I like to let the first little while play out when the market opens, and gives you a little bit better idea of what's going to happen. So I'm in a short here, 5 micros, sort of at 202 level here. Let's see if we can't break this view up here, boys. Let's go. I'll be looking to take some off sort of down at the lows here. So let's go with the limit by, we'll take off 4 and we'll leave a runner. If we can, you know what, I'm gonna actually split it up a little bit. Limit by 3, limit by 1. And then we'll leave a runner. Leave a runner if we can here. I'm liking it so far though. Gonna try to take 2 actually here, right away here. There we go. We got 2 off there. And now we got 2 orders down here that'll put us up to 4 contracts. So this should be actually a 3. Stop by 3, right? Yes. Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to take this one here if I can. Come on. Give it to me. No, don't bounce. Don't bounce. Gonna go break even on the remainder here no matter what. So kind of missed that opportunity there. Take one more off. We basically came up to the previous day low and rejected there. So I waited for another recovery back towards the previous day low, entered in with about, I had about 3 orders spread out in this area here, and we got added in to 5 total contracts on this little push up here. Luckily we got some resistance here. It could have gone either way at that point if we pushed up. And just we're below previous day low, we're below value area low, so it just tells me that shorts are the way to go at the moment. So that's kind of why I'd get in. So I like all these wicks up here, all at previous day low, right? And typically, like I said, whenever we're gapping down, we should be looking for shorts. So, hey, Jonathan Stonks, hey, thank you. Wow, thanks for the tip, bro. Appreciate that. I haven't got one of those in a while. You rock. Thank you, sir. Looks like we're gonna get we got edged on this other TP here, guys. I don't know. What do you think? Touch it. Touch it. All right, I'm just going to take this one off here, guys. Okay, so I got 2 contracts left. We got our stop sort of slightly in the money here. We have a minimum of 26 bucks more to make. Hopefully we'll get a little more expansion here. Try to take one off at the lows here again. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it ended up being a pretty solid entry. Also, Jerry was in this trade. Great minds think alike, Jerry. Hey, Keith. Good evening. How are you doing? Thanks for the support there, Jonathan Stonks. Took 40 points and got out. Nice trade, nice trade. Yeah, I don't think I quite have 40 points yet, but I covered a bunch of it so far. I'm trying to see if we can't get a little bit deeper. Obviously, if this is as deep as we're going to get on this pullback or push lower anyways, I'll try to probably cut it if we start breaking above the VWAP. I'll give it a little more space with my stop for now, but if we start, printing green candles back up towards the top, obviously we're kind of stuck in a range here. So that's not ideal, right? So what I should do actually is we'll put a stop by 1 here. Okay, we took that one off, so we're down to 1 contract here. I just feel like if it's gonna break up here, like we might as well just get out of the trade. Locked in 140 bucks. Trying to get this account passed here. 159,000 is the profit target for the top one, or the top step trading combine. I'm at 7,700 ish. So 1,300 to go over the next few days. I only have a few days left on this too, because if you look, I've been trading it basically for a month here, and then you got to pay a renewal fee at the end of the month. So I'm thinking it's going to be, I don't know if it's on the 1st or 2nd or what, but I think it's on the 1st that I got to pay, or maybe it's on the 2nd. But so I have like today and maybe one more trading day to try to pass this guy without having to pay for the monthly fees. Gotta start hydrating though before the game. Pretty decent way to start off the Sunday though, with looking like I'm gonna be 100, around 100-ish winner. Relatively stress-free. I mean, this did get into a little drawdown. I think I was down about 90 bucks up here. See if we can't capitalize on this. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, hopefully we can't capitalize sort of on this push lower here. If I got to end up paying another month fee, I mean, so be it. I'd rather pass it, right, than try to force it and blow it, and then you got to start all over again. It's not worth it, right? So taking a look at the oil, guys, oil gapped up pretty nicely here, but it's been sort of pulling back a bit. Hopefully we don't get any Trump tweets. Probably should just lock in a little bit more here. I was trading minis in this account, but in the last week or so, last week or so, I think, yeah, this whole entire week I traded micros. I think after these 2 days here, I traded minis on these days. This has all been micros after that. Just chipping my way away here, trying to get back to get us to a pass here. So, oh, if they charge you another month, you also get a free reset. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks for the info. I don't typically trade top step. You know, as you probably know, I'm more of a Lucid and top one futures guy. But when we had all those trade of 8 issues after everybody switched off of Project X, I picked up a top step just so I could have that another platform to trade on, because we kept, you know, I can't be a live streamer with no accounts to trade, right? But hopefully we can break these lows here. It doesn't, so far they're struggling a bit. Kind of rangy in this area. So I should probably bring my stop a little bit lower here even, just to guarantee that, you know, if we decide to break the view up here, lock in another 33 bucks. So I'm realized 140 and we have $64 profit right now. So I'm about 200 in profit if I were to cut it. But if I, yeah, so 175-ish. Come on, boys, let's sweep these lows. Yeah, if we start getting a little bit of momentum to the downside, I'll be a little more aggressive with my stop loss. Just lock in more as we go down. There we go. I like that little slap. Come on, take the lows here. 71. Just asked 3,500 for top one payout. How long it take? Oh, top one payouts are really quick. Geez, bro, another $2 tip, bro. Thank you. Really, it's unnecessary, but thank you. I'll answer your question regardless. Top one payouts pretty fast. As far as I know, they're like one of the fastest, similar to Lucid. As long as you have everything set up on your end, it should be within 24 hours or less, guaranteed, right? But congratulations, that's a nice payout to be locking in. One of my favorite firms, Top One. They have great support. You know, their rules are good. They recently increased the drawdown, and you know they have, yeah, everything's pretty reasonable. Great support, and if you guys watch Prop Firm Match, then you know they're also one of the top rated newer prop firms. So but it shouldn't take too long. I know that they're fast on their payouts. Sweet, thank you. Yeah, I hit their max daily a few times, but it kept them alive. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Nice trading then, obviously. Oh, but you mean you hit their max daily loss a couple times? Well, hey, that's even better. Good for you, man. Taking those bigger loss days are, you know, if you can handle those and still make it back, good for you, man. That's awesome. Well, we're not really pushing very much here, so I'm starting to think I need to trail this a bit tighter here. We're gonna lock in 45 now, just to the high of that 5-minute wick there. Hopefully we're gonna start pushing lower here, but if we end up popping up, I'm happy to get out. So evening, I'll hang out for 10 minutes. About to go to bed. ES is flat. Yeah, NQ's not doing too much either at the moment. I did get in a pretty sweet short here though. I was in 5 contracts, covered some on the way down, and now we're just waiting to get stopped out here. Looks like I'm gonna get it. There we go. All right, so 185 on 5 micros. Decent start to the week. Anyways, like I said, guys, I'm working on getting my payout here. So I'm at 157, 700, or not payout, past this eval, sorry. We're at 7,716. Profit target is 9,000. So only 1,300 to go on this guy. And it's been a solid stretch there. Been sizing down for the home stretch here, slow and steady. You caught a long off of Bitcoin's swipe down. Let me see. Oh wow. Heavy dip down to basically 65K, and then a sharp recovery back up to 66K. Nice. Are you still in that, or did you already close that trade? $65 too? Nice. So you obviously waited for a little confirmation there. So let's keep an eye here on this VWAP. So far we're getting a little bit of resistance here. I do have some other accounts I can trade. I probably won't be touching that 150K account for at least till tomorrow's New York session. So what can I look at here? I can look at this Lucid account. This is my Lucid account that I got going right now. It's 50K. I'm up 635 in this guy. Let's get it on NQ here. So I've had this guy. I haven't had this account very long. Well, I've had it for a while, but I haven't really been trading it because that's a good thing about Lucid is there's no pressure, no timelines, one-time payment kind of idea. So still in TPD, you took some and your stop is below the wick. I expect BTC long to probably run till Tuesday. Nice. Sweet. Hey man, haven't been to your live for a while. Hey Grok, how you doing? Yeah, thanks for coming back, saying what's up. I'm still doing my usual Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, depending on hockey. I have to bounce it around a bit. Last week I did Tuesday, Wednesday, but yeah, good to see you. How you doing? You just missed a trade that I was in here, locked in $185. Ended up taking a short. I scaled in this area up here to 5 micros. Did deal with a little bit of drawdown. I had my stop sort of up in the 50s area, and then we rolled over nicely and ended up taking a bunch of profits on the way down here. And my final contract got taken out in this wick. Of course, now it's going to go lower because it wicked up right to the VWAP. But hey, I'm not going to be concerned about the part of the move that you didn't catch, right? And then I've been blessed so far by Jonathan Stonks 2 times with two $2 tips. Appreciate that, bro. I don't get very many of those. So, oh, look at that, guys. Damn. Oil just holding. You think it's going to go higher during Asia? Yeah, probably. I mean, with all the uncertainty on the war at the moment, right? We gapped up, we closed the gap on the wicks of that opening candle. But with all the drama in the Middle East right now, yeah, it's pretty worrisome. Should have left my stop just above the VWAP there, hey guys. I did have it just above the VWAP and would have survived that pullback, but I don't know, is what it is. So I guess I probably could have actually re-entered there on that guy, but we'll be patient here. Try to wait for something to show up. We have a pretty nice 3-minute fair value gap there, but we're also in a 3-minute fair value gap right now. So, bro, what the heck, man? Stop it! $9 from Jonathan Stonks already. I don't know what I did to get so much love from you there, bro. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. You gonna start a big tip competition right now in the chat? Jeez. Rejected the midpoint of this range on NQ and ES. Yeah, I did right there, right? Basically. Almost exactly to the midpoint, right? Kind of like just barely above it. Reject off the VWAP, and now we're heading lower here. So let's watch for an inversion of this fair value gap here. If we get an inversion there, which it looks like we just did right there. Okay, so this is inverted. So technically we could try an entry here on a retest of this inverted fair value gap. But I'll be looking for some weakness here, not so much a blind entry, because we are at the lows here. And if we are in a range market, which it kind of seems like we're ranging a bit, we're getting tighter here. But if we are in a range market, to take a short here, it could mean max pain if we got to wait all the way to 225 to for sure know that it's cut, right? To cut it. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Really, I do. Aggressive buyers on the highs in the 5-minute candle want to see this push to 23,134. Yeah, right down to that bottom of that wick. Yeah, this definitely could be the target. So Jonathan Stonks basically almost doubled my YouTube earnings now from this one stream. Almost, anyways, but yeah, quite the tips, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you. But really, don't give me any more, man. There's more than plenty. I appreciate it. So guys, I do have some more Lucid accounts to give away, but I'll be probably doing it sometime this week in the evening stream, maybe Tuesday or Thursday. So keep an eye on my title. If the title says giveaway, I'll be doing it that day. I don't have that many, so I'm trying to spread them out here to, I only have so many. So if I give them all away in 1 week, I'll be sitting around forever without any more giveaways. So trying to spread the love out. It looks like somebody purchased, somebody used my discount code for an account from Lucid. Thank you guys. Today, looks like. You guys rock, man. Appreciate all the support. The channel's been growing nicely, you guys. It's all because of you, obviously. So we were at 746 subscribers now. We were at 745, so we got one today. So appreciate you guys. Can't do it without you guys. That's for sure. And we got 16 people in the channel, so welcome. 17 plus 6 people in X. Good to see y'all. All because of being consistent, Butcher, but I love the streams. Decent group we got that joins the streams. Yeah, I like it. No wild, angry people, no trolls so far. Only the odd one pokes their head in for a little bit. And yeah, you guys are definitely a good bunch. Hey, Darren, I started a new channel in the Discord there for indicators and pine scripts. So if you want, you can toss your indicator in there when you're all done with that. If you're willing to share it with people, I mean, obviously no pressure. It's just kind of, Johan recently made a VWAP indicator with like pre-market and New York session, or start a day plus a New York session, and then also I think it's like previous day high and low or something, or opening range. So G-Rock, the non-profitable ones. By the way, my name is Darren as well. I think you're talking to me when you call my name. Hey, Darren, what's up, bro? We got Darren number 2 in the house. Darren's he's an economist, and he's from the UK. Where are you from, Gruck? Somewhere in the States, I think, right? Oh shit, I just saw that. That FOMO is serious, eh, Jerry? Man, I should have just held those 5 contracts. Look at that thing. Wow. Darren R? All right, Colorado, nice. Damn. Yeah, I wish I didn't stop out that last contract even. Would have been, almost double my profits right there, because what did I stopped it out at? I think my entry was somewhere around 11, and what we got down to 141, 70 points on that. Damn. Kalen's in the house. What's up, Kalen? How you doing, bro? Kalen's our Hawaii bro, living the dream in Hawaii. The two places I'd love to live is, one is Hawaii, the other one would be Florida. I don't know, it just seems like the weather's so amazing. Caught that move for $200 and you're out for the night. Nice job. Beautiful. You needed a mental reset from Friday? Oh no, sorry to hear that. The remaining gap scares me out of the trade. Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance we're gonna head up to close this gap, right? We still have this, this area up here. I'll just label this as a white guy just for now. The gap. My free account is less than 1K from passing. Nice, man. Woo. Hopefully you get that through. I would love to see you get a payout on that. That would be amazing. Hey, Tim Course in the house. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Good evening, sir. Love Prince Fresco. 102 on that nice flush. Wow, nice job. Loving it. Love it when the chat's tuning in to say that they've got some W's. Green is green. I'm having a really good stream so far, guys. I'm up one, I closed out pretty early there, but I'm up 185 from a short trade earlier in this area. I closed it down here. And not only that, but Jonathan Stonks tipped me like $9 on the stream, guys. So two $2 and a $5 tip. So this guy's a crazy guy. Thank you though. Appreciate that. Now I'm just here to hang out. Nice. On the hockey game on Thursday, no, we didn't win. We lost 4-3, unfortunately. So got another game tonight though. That's why I'm on early. You know, as you guys, most of you know, I'm usually on. Oops, grabbed the wrong chart out of the way here. I'm usually on at like 10 p.m. East Coast, right? But hockey game starts at 10:30 p.m. East Coast, so I'm going to be tied up till late again tonight. So gotta get on though. Gotta get on. I play a wing right now. I play right wing, right or left wing. All right, getting a bigger recovery here. Right up to this bearish fair value gap, finding some resistance here, stalling out right at the high here. Sheesh. Damn. I wonder if they're just tricking us here with this. Or are they going to get a deeper pullback up to, 23,175 area? Kind of want to try to short this, but I'm going to be patient here. See if we get a deeper pullback before we enter. I'm not convinced we're in a full bearish market yet. Been pretty rangy so far, right? We're not really getting below this yet, although we did sweep it. But like, look at these bodies are closing above the bottom of that wick here. So we'll be patient, looking for a bit deeper of a pullback for an entry. Short at the moment. Okay, Darren, have a good night. See you in the morning. Watch now for the lows. ES to be taken out, though. Paying attention to overflow. Make sure I don't spot absorption. Yeah, nice. The buyers keep stepping in down here. But is it buyers stepping in? Because like price is going up, but CVD is pretty flat here. So that just makes me think that, sort of the sellers are just letting it go up. Yeah, I would like to get a short up here around 190, 185, 190 area. So if we do get a pullback here, we'll be looking for some weakness in this area for a potential short. All right, we're getting another strong little push up here. CVD is finally curling up a little bit here. Not a whole lot. So we got a tiny bearish fair value gap there. This is on the 3-minute chart. And we did tap into that inverted fair value gap, 23,169, which is all the way from back over here. Yeah, that was my short entry possible. Dipped into, didn't have much time to react there, but it looks like I missed it. Short for the continuation here. If we're going to move lower, we do have orders down 23,137 and some down at 100 and some at, looks like about 80, 23,080. Let's get some other tunes going here. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? How's the music sound on your guys' end? Is it too quiet, too loud? Don't want it to be like overbearing. Maybe they'll give us another chance to dip up into this fair value gap again. I did want to wait for like 80 or 90 for an entry, but yeah, like hindsight, definitely could have got in a short there. And so far, this little fair value gap here at 23,157 seems to be holding. Darren R. But it's hard to remember that tied to your name because your name kind of, your YouTube name doesn't have much to do with it. I'll try not to forget though. I'm pretty good with that. So it looks like they're trying to push us up here, guys. We have about 42 contracts. Looks like it's quite a bit of algos in here, right around the 62, 63 area, 162, 163. Next orders above are 23, 210, 215. It's an old screen name I used back in the day. I'm 45. It goes back to AOL. Wow. Nice. If you had to guess, how old do you think I am? So you're born in 83, hey? That makes sense, eh? Not, or, well, 1683. So January 6th, 83. 81. Okay. Just forget about the name, yeah. Oh, geez, look at this, guys. Wow. There we go. Getting some momentum here again. It has no relevance to you. It's just like an old name, eh? Yeah, I gotcha. No worries. So, yes, that was a good entry. That's for sure. 23,168. Bears are definitely here, guys. And it's looking like we're getting more of an expansion day to the downside. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This might be the extent of the push, but we kind of forming a double bottom here. Watch what they're going to do. Not financial advice, but they might just hold this level, go all the way back to the highs, sweep the highs, close the gap, and then go for these lows, right? NQES couldn't push above EQ of the range. That push higher just failed to close over on YM, seeing aggressive buyers close over with positive delta but no continuation, followed by aggressive sellers. Yeah, very good description of what happened there for sure. Oil's going pretty sideways right now. Do we have a divergence between NQ and ES right now? No, not really. Well, yes, I guess we do. I don't know if this is gonna kind of sloping up on ES and sloping down on NQ. So we have a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence. I don't know. We have a divergence. Could signal a reversal, but not guaranteed, obviously. Nothing is guaranteed except for, the two things. Yeah, I watch YM often, yes. Typically not in the Asia session, but in the New York session, I got ES, YM, and NQ open. Usually in the Asia session, I'll be watching gold in past, but since oil's been quite the driver in the market lately, I've been keeping that pretty open usually. Gold's up, or oil's up above $100 a barrel, 102.50 a barrel. Whoa. Super bullish day on Friday. Straight up here. See if ES is gonna break the low here. NQ broke the low, printing in a lower low. Third thing for sure, wife yelling at me, LOL. Yeah, taxes and death, and then the wife yelling at you. Those are the three things that are guaranteed in life, right? It will. Not financial advice. Yeah. Can't stop yawning, guys. It's middle of the day on Sunday. What's going on with me? I need to drink some more tea. Stock Tiger has 560 people watching his stream. Gotta get some of those people over here. Come on, Stock Tiger, send some people over. It's not gonna happen, but Trump weighs military operation to extract Iran's uranium. Huh? They're gonna send in the boots to try to get the uranium. Interesting. Is it raining out right now? Oh yeah, it started raining here, guys. Tanker transporting Russian crude enters Cuba's exclusive economic zone. Ship tracking data. Huh. I hope that this whole tanker situation with Russia and Cuba doesn't create more war tensions. We got enough drama going on in the world right now. Now she's really mad at me. I just asked her if we had any pie for dessert. Just can't win, eh, Tim? Just can't win. No matter what we say, it just can't win. What can you do? Can't live with them, can't live without them, right? And then this morning, electricity cut in parts of Tehran following attacks on infrastructure. Huh. I thought he was saying that they're in talks and that the war is over. They're gonna end it, and then they keep saying like, "Oh, we're taking out their electrical infrastructure." Israel is expected to propose to U.S. to examine the establishment of bases in the nation. Israel's N12 News. Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Egypt could create a consortium to manage oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz and asked Pakistan to participate. All right, Pakistan foreign minister confirms Iran-U.S. talks may take place in Islamabad in the coming days. Nice. Okay. Pentagon prepares for a week of ground operations at Iran. Washington Post, any potential ground operations would fall short of a full-scale invasion and could instead involve raids of mixture of special operation forces and conventional infantry troops. Discussions with the administration over the past few months have touched upon the possible seizure of Karg Island, a key Iranian oil export hub in the Persian Gulf, and raids into other coastal areas of the Strait of Hormuz to find and destroy weapons that can target commercial and military shipping, officials say. One person, as the report said, that the objective under consideration would probably take weeks, not months, to complete, and others put the potential timeline at a couple of months. Interesting. She's going to make me go back to work tomorrow? Oh, sheesh. That's not fair. Okay, so there's no more divergence, guys. ES took out the lows. So that reversal probably isn't going to happen here. Geez, guys. Is this just like a short and wait kind of situation or what? There's your last P. I'm finished, hungry, but we'll hang out. Nice, Darren. Good job, bro. Man, I should have just been more patient with that. I had 5 micros way up here at 20 whatever, 207 or something. You're short at 23,138. Nice. Beautiful. 2 micros. Good job. Keeping it small and tight. So I'm going to be on for 1 more hour, guys. Then I got to get ready for the game. So it'll be a 2-hour stream. Sorry, we're starting early. I know you guys usually like to hang out till late night, but stop loss at even. Let's see where it runs. Nice. Yes. I wish you well. Keep running. Run away, NQ. Run away. Keep dropping like a bad transmission. Hey, so we got 30 people in YouTube and 6 in X. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you had a good weekend and ready for the market ahead. We do have a bunch of news and events coming up this week. And it's a short week, bank holiday on Friday. I think the futures will still be open, but it'll be an interesting price action day. So on the 30th, which is tomorrow, we have... What do we have for news here? I thought we had some news. Oh, we're going to have a Fed speak. A Fed is speaking tomorrow, but I don't see any red folder news for Monday. Tuesday, we got Canadian GDP, which isn't going to do nothing, but we got JOLTS and consumer confidence on Tuesday, so be aware for that one. Wednesday, U.S. retail sales month over month and crude oil inventories. That'll be interesting to see, depending on how everything's playing out due to the war. And then Thursday, I think it is, U.S. trade balance, initial jobless claims, and Canadian trade balance. Woo. Being a Canadian, I know how bad that is. No. U.S. unemployment rate, non-farm payroll, and average earnings for Thursday, or April 3rd. What's April 3rd? Is that Friday? Maybe it's Friday. All right. Are we going to get another chance for an entry here? Let's see what kind of a bounce we're going to get here. Just threw me a like. Oh, appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for supporting the stream. You guys rock. I'm looking for that gap to fill and higher. Buyers haven't showed up yet. Yeah, they haven't showed up yet. Agree. So far, I wouldn't be taking any longs at the moment. I'd be looking for shorts only until they, technically until we get up at least above the VWAP, right? You might be able to catch a move to the VWAP for long scalp, but if you really want to be a little more secure on the fact that we're going to close the gap, is we first got to take the VWAP, right? We got to get above the overnight VWAP. Hey, 11 likes and 746 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. I see us going down to the 22,400 area. I'd take this to the lows on YM. Yeah, it's looking pretty heavy on YM right now. Just trying to break that 45,100 level. Geez, guys, NQ breaking down here some more. Keep missing the entry here. Looking for a deeper pullback, and it doesn't want to give it to us. It just keeps making these little pullbacks and then pushing lower. Lower highs, lower lows. So bearish at the moment. I just got to use the bathroom, guys. I will be right back. Excuse me for a moment. Uno momento, por favor. Ifentong. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh, so we did get a little push off the lows here. I still like the 170 area. Be looking for some sort of rejection here. With the way that these candles are looking so far, though, I'm not going to be jumping in the way of this thing. They're looking pretty strong at the moment. What's oil doing here? What is oil doing? It always depends on oil. Oil's pulling back a bit right now. Found support in a bullish fair value gap. You guys should see the rain right now. It's just going crazy out there. It's crazy. Crazy. We've been getting these atmospheric rivers. It's just another way to like fearmonger the Canadians. Climate change disasters. Well, hopefully that wasn't all the push there. Pretty high volume here, though, guys, so I'm not really convinced that this move is done. It could be. Look at that, guys. Oh, geez. 25-point rejection there. Buyers will get trapped. Yeah. Just not quite getting to where I was hoping to get to for an entry. Definitely trap some buyers there, and that's sort of a trend breakout, right? If we just kind of do this, pretty clean line there with multiple touches that are pretty accurate, and then they're like, oh, breakout. Oh, just kidding. You're thinking 170 for a short again? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I won't be, like I said, I won't be putting a market order or a limit order here. I want to see some sort of reaction. If we end up like ripping up here, closing, and then start putting in a bearish candle, I'll think about entering. Or if we end up getting up here and then print a couple small candles, 1 or 2 small candles in this area, maybe go lower. Or if we just, create a big wick all the way up here, that'd be nice also. 170 you have as VWAP? Yeah, basically same here. 170, 75. So I won a free Aqua Futures 25K account. I've never traded with them before, and I don't even know what platform they use. And I'm looking around here trying to figure out what platform they use. And Volumetrica. I'm not in anything but based on OF is telling me, not OnlyFans. Don't see us going higher yet. Could be wrong though. Yeah, order flow you're saying, right? Yeah. Not OnlyFans. Thanks for clarifying that. You never know what people are thinking nowadays in the chat, so would hate to get the wrong idea. I'm going to ask AI real quick to see what trading platform Aqua Futures uses. I didn't know Mr. Butcher has an OnlyFans. I would be the 500 sub there too. What is it? Right? Yeah, maybe I should. I'll just I'll just wear the bearish the boner candle apron and just be like, yeah, woo. Support my OF order flow. Yeah, I know. I could just use the fire dance in front of the fireplace. Woo, woo. Let's warm up my hands a little bit here. I love warming my hands on the fireplace. Oh, it's so toasty. It's one of those futuristic fireplaces. So it looks like I got to trade Aqua Futures on Volumetrica. I don't really know what that is. Never even heard of this platform before. It's my trading server name. Okay. You shorting gold right now? What's gold looking like? Invalid login attempt. What do you mean invalid login attempt? Log into Volumetrica using the link below. I have a link there. Volumetrica? Yeah, that'd be my trading OnlyFans name. Okay, we got in. Nice. What? Okay. How do I... Dashboard. Logged into Aqua Futures, but how do I get to the actual trading part? Sign DXV's agreement in order to get access to real-time data. Okay, let's sign it now. Kaylin, what's up? I am a non-professional. Canada. It says postal code zip code does not match the selected state. That's because I'm not in a state. Oh, there we go. Getting some volume here, guys. What is going on? Do we get a news? We getting a tweet here, guys? What's going on? What's going on? And is this our short entry here? We did form a wick there, right at the highs, right in that inverted fair value gap. Don't really want to jump into a short of that after that type of a move, but then look at that. We just retrace back down. Gonna refresh Financial Juice, see if they're gonna state something here. Oil's had a big dump there, and the indice popped up. Rejected right off the VWAP there. US could take oil in Iran, is what he just said 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago. Members split on rate hike prospects amid Middle East war. Ooh, geez, guys. Oil's just dumping here. I'm gonna try a little long here, 1 micro. I'm gonna be pretty aggressive on my stop here though. Sell 1 stop. I'm gonna trail this guy up. Just try to get a couple bucks out of this. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Here, go. Push, 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 push. Push. Push it. Trailing it up here a bit more. Locking some more in. We're up $72 on 1 micro in this trade, guys. Keep going, keep going. Yes, I'm liking this. Go, go. Yes, trail it up, trail it up, trail it up, guys. Trail it up. Lock it in. Lock it in. Nice. Up to the bottom of this candle here. We're pushing higher, trailing it up more. There we go. We're out. Beautiful trade. 122 bucks on 1 micro. Boom. Woo. Gotta like those ones. Gotta like those ones. Right up to the gap, guys. Right up to the gap. You hit your max gain for the day? Nice job, Kaylin. Good job. You passed your Lucid and Top Step evals on this move. Nice. AG, Kaylin, what up? Le Prince. Good job, guys. Good job. That was a melee. That was a momentum trade if you ever see one, right? When you see price starting to expand like that and you see oil just dumping like nobody's business, you know, you just got to take the trade, right? Only 1 micro, and 1 micro locked in 122 bucks in like what, 30 seconds? Nice, guys. Good job, everybody. Good job. You know, the only thing is oil. Trump said at 17:15 my time, so 8:15 p.m. 8:15 p.m. East Coast. Trump said U.S. could take the oil in Iran, and then that drove oil down, which created the market to rocket up. So, and now we filled the gap, so the gap is gone. Now we don't have to worry about that target anymore. And now we got these equal lows at the lows here. Is it going to just come straight back down right away? I don't know. Probably not. But whoever caught that trade with me, congratulations. That was a great trade. John King, what's up, bro? Good to see ya. Should have went in with a mini though, hey? Should have went in with a mini. Could have passed that 150K eval there. But be careful now, guys. Who knows what's going to happen after a move like that. We're back in this range here. We did close the gap, right? Did we? Yeah, we closed the gap. I mean, that's got to be a closure. Like the wick is there. The wick was right to there. We broke the wick. The top of the wick didn't hit the body. But, I mean, they got to consider that closed. So anything can happen now. We're probably going to chop around here for a bit before we make a move either direction. Now that we got a closure up here, we can get rid of this inverted fair value gap. They're trying to form a new bullish fair value gap right above the VWAP here. So quite a pullback there. Hopefully you guys are out of this trade up at the highs there. I just trailed that thing all the way up, step after step. All right, 2 for 2 tonight. So 122 in my Lucid eval and 185 in my Top Step X account. I shouldn't have been such a wussy though, only with one micro, but I guess I'm being responsible, you know. I'm being responsible, guys. Trying to be responsible. I gotta get in the habit, guys, of marking down my trades so that it's easier for me to edit them into videos later. So we're at what? How long are we into the stream here? 1 hour, 24 minutes. And today is March 29, Sunday. And first win was at the start of the stream. Save some time in the editing later on if I can just remember to write down when I got into the trades. Not too big of a move. He might want to tweet again to get us back up to 24,000, right? Yeah, I mean, compared to like the other tweets that he's been getting, you know, this is only 130 points. It's not that huge, so. Or it was only 100 point bar there in 5 minutes. Let's see what we do at 23,174. May take one more trade. Yeah, if we end up pulling back into this fair value gap, I mean, you got to think that the bulls are kind of back. The bulls are here for now. I don't know. It kind of depends on what happens with oil here. So we should probably keep a little bit of eye on oil. Obviously, kind of pushing lower here, but we're holding sort of 101.50 area, which is, so we closed the gap again there. I mean, the gap was already closed from the opening candle, so yeah, I don't know. Hey, Lone Wolf, what's up? Do you have any dog shows this weekend? Okay, guys, they're trying to take the highs here. What's oil doing? Oil didn't break down yet, though, so don't get convinced by this little push here. Don't jump into this guy just yet. I'm not. This could be a little bit of a fake breakout here. Not financial advice, but I just don't really see oil going anywhere just yet. Took a couple long walks with the pups. Nice. Okay, well, hey, showing the love anyways, right? Let's get back to the 5 minute on this chart here. So they're trying to invert this bearish fair value gap, which is the gap from the open there. Still, oil's not breaking down yet, guys. So just be a little wary here. I'm not trusting this just yet. Now, if we end up seeing oil pushing down below $120 area, I could see them sustaining a push higher here. So don't chase this, in my opinion. 9 miles yesterday. Nice job. Yeah, that's a good walk. Do I like Bookmap, and is it helpful? Yes, it is very helpful, and I definitely like it. Typically, you can just see where the orders are, and if it just, it's just another confluence to go with your trade idea, right? So I don't trade specifically off Bookmap, but if I have a certain level that I'm watching that maybe I want to take a trade from, then I'll start honing in on Bookmap to see how the cumulative volume delta is happening, whether or not there's orders there, orders above or below. But a general rule is wherever the orders are, typically price likes to go there. The price is constantly hunting to fill those orders. So that's just a good way to look at it. Currently, we do have 23,300 above for some orders. There's about 60 contracts up there. And not a whole lot showing below it. So at the moment, it looks like they're probably going to take it a little bit higher here. Just when is it going to happen? I don't know. We got oil. See, good thing you guys, I hope you guys didn't take a long up there. Just like I was saying, I didn't see oil breaking down, and NQ is just trying to draw some more people in here. It's probably going to play around a bit up here for a bit. So we'll keep an eye on oil to see if it, if it pumps back up. We're kind of rejecting here off the previous day low. So this could end up being the next target back down to 23,104. But we'll have to see how oil does here. It's pushing up pretty nicely right now. But yeah, Bookmap is awesome. Just kind of gives you good places to look for your targets. Like if you end up getting in a short, and then there's a whole bunch of orders that are below, that can be sort of your target area. And, and then watching the cumulative volume delta. So for example, if the price is going up, but delta staying flat, that's an indication that there's, some absorption happening, and vice versa, right? So what's a big red bubble? Is it? Yeah. So how you set it out of the box, if you don't adjust your settings, you're going to get all these little green balls, buys and sell orders all scattered throughout the price. But what I did is I created it to be like anything above 50 orders by a single buyer would show up as a ball. So if it's a red ball, it's a sell order. If it's a green ball, it's a buy order. And I set it so that it's 50, right? So if you go into your, which one is it here? Configure add-ons. No. Yeah, I think it's configure add-ons, maybe? No, it is studies here. So if you go to volume balls, you can scroll down here. And then on this chart, I have minimal displayed volume is 40 and minimum trade size is 10. So that just just reduces the amount of balls that show up on your chart. Because if you don't have it, it'll just be like every 2 seconds there's a green ball, a red, a green, red, green, red, So this just gets rid of the majority of it, and then you're just only seeing the large orders that go through. So if you are thinking about getting Bookmap, it's not a bad idea, but just watch it for a while, right? Don't base your trades off of it, because it can be, it doesn't, like anything in trading, it's not a guarantee, right? But if you can add it in as a confluence to your trade idea, it just solidifies your idea. It gives you more confidence, and it helps you with targets, right? Because you can see where the orders are. So like, because we had a big move, there's not a whole lot of orders on the book. They're not really sure where price is going to go, so people are reluctant to be putting the orders on there. We still have some down here at the 23,000 level. They did reduce it a bit because we had a bunch more. As you can see, the color is darker there. So wherever the color is darker, see up here, they had some that popped on 23,400 level, and then they kind of took them off. So yeah, hey, no problem, you're welcome. And it's not super cheap to add on to your trading platform. Like, you know, it's about 100 USD a month to run it. So keep that in mind. But it's definitely worth its money. It's definitely worth it. I recommend getting, so you got to pay for the platform. It's a monthly fee for that. And then you got to also buy the data. And there's different data packages. And I would recommend the bundle. There's a bundle package in there. And that's only if you like, if you trade YM or any of the metals or any of the, you know, commodities, then you definitely want to grab the bundle. If not, you can just always get the CME, which would be, you know, NQ and ES. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's, you know, the price difference between the bundle and just, you know, the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The price difference is not very much. So if you're going to get it, might as well just get the bundle, especially if you're ever watching any of the commodities like oil or lean hogs. Lean hogs. I guess I could have easily answered your question by saying, yes, it is one single big limit order or market order. One big order that went through anyways. But you got the long-winded response. Trading is an interesting game, eh, guys? I mean, don't treat it like a game, but it is sort of like that. You know, if you're patient and you wait for the right timing, you can make money so fast, so easy. But it's all about not getting caught in the chop, right? It's learning to when to stay out versus when to get in, right? I was saying earlier, I'm worried that this is some sort of a range market. And look at, we're back in the range, right? We're below previous day low. Until we get above the value area low up here, that's when you'd really say that we're back into value. So right now we're in, what's it called? Price discovery, right? Because what we call the previous day's price action would be between value area high, value area low. This would be in the value area, right? So anything below it is going to be price discovery, and looking like we're going to be holding below previous day low for now anyways. I'm a little bit reluctant to take a short up here now because we're above the VWAP, so I wouldn't be taking a short just yet, but we can wait for some sort of a rejection down. This is a pretty big take, right, of the New York VWAP or the start of day VWAP, so that would make me reluctant to think that we can just take shorts up here now. So Tim, you haven't taken a single trade yet? Okay, hey, I mean, no pressure, right? Flat or like no position is a position. It's capital preservation, right? So yeah, so we do have a bit of a range though, right? From 92 up to 262, 23.92 up to 262. Pretty large range, but you know, could be pretty choppy in this area. So just beware. Are you using fixed volume profile. Yeah, so this is on the side here is I think that's fixed. No, that's visible range volume profile is this little guy on the side. So this is kind of like, usually I'll try to line this up to like the opening candle, and then you can see where the current point of control is, right? The developing point of control. So that's what this one will show you. So we got sort of value area low down here at 143, value area high 229, and then the point of control is up here at 214. So that's interesting though. Hey guys, even though we've been doing all this trading here, we pushed all the way down here, the most volume has happened all in this area now. So what does that mean? Hard to say at this point. We're gonna have to wait for some more reactions and a little bit more price movement, but all we know is a point of control is here. So quite often we're going to be pushing away from the point of control and then back to it. Now when I get my previous day's price action, value area levels, you go to your 30-minute time frame, right? And then I turn on session volume profile, which is this guy right here. I have it already in my indicator list. Just turn that guy on. 30-minute time frame is important, and then you set it from the start of day. So, you know, like the 6 p.m. East Coast candle from the previous day. And then that'll give you the price for the day, right? It'll end it so you can start the new one at the next start of day. So then that's how I find my value area high, my point of control value area low. And then I also stick in there previous day high, previous day low. I got my midnight open price. That's an old one. I'll put it down here because once we get to our midnight candle, I always set this guy at the opening of that midnight candle. You could do this with your fixed range profile, which is the little the little indicator guy that you get off here. If you go to the forecasting tab, scroll down to the volume based, you can get your fixed ranged volume profile, and then you'd anchor it at whatever time and drag it across to whatever time, and that would give it to you. But I usually always use the previous day's value areas to see if what we're going to do. Since we're below value area low, below previous day low, I'm looking mainly for shorts here, right? And look at this, guys. We're breaking down below the New York or the overnight VWAP here. So it's looking like shorts are still the play, right? Turn off this session volume profile. Pulled back into this bearish fair value gap. Key spot here at EQ of this new range, taking a short back to the lows, high risk trade. Yeah, this is a relatively high risk trade. We're in a bullish fair value gap. We should expect a pullback. Now, this is going to be a key area, like you're saying, whether or not we're going to hold support and push higher here, or if they're going to let it break back down towards the lows. So currently it's looking pretty good, but I would personally want to wait to invert this bullish fair value gap for my entry. So we'll mark this guy up. We'll make it green because it's bullish for now. And if price ends up closing below it, we'll flip this to a yellow color, and we'll look for a retest in there for a short rejection off the VWAP and also this potentially inverted fair value gap. So yeah, the market's not easy, bro. It's not easy right now, especially with Trump and all the uncertainty, right? So if you are passing evals, if you're doing good, keep it up, you know. Keep being safe though. Like, don't go too big, too high in your size, and be conservative, and you're gonna make it through it. And this is where you learn to be a good trader, is when these markets are so tough, right? If you can continue to be successful during these tough markets, when we get a good market, you're just gonna bank, you know, you're gonna bank real good. So who caught the buy? Perfect snipe off a 1 minute fair value gap. Womanizer. All right, which 1 minute fair value gap did you get it off of? Was it this guy right here, 23,141 on the little pullback there? Or I see the 1 minute chart, but I'm not sure which fair value gap you got into. You're waiting for the 3-minute candle to close? Yeah, nice. I'll be watching this 5. We got a 5-minute gap. What does it look like on the 3? Oh, we got a smaller gap on the 3. It's already been inverted, or yeah, it has been inverted on the 3. We do have this little one right here. So this is kind of the line in the sand on the 3-minute. If we get a closure below 147, we can definitely target the lows. You're seeing a ton of aggressive buyers absorbed by passive sellers. That's what I see. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it so far. I mean, nothing's saying that the buyers are in control, like, especially because oil basically just recovered that whole dump too. So just another one of Trump's noise. Trump said at 16:53. So at 4:53, at 4:53, Trump said U.S. could seize the export hub of Karg Island. U.S. could take the oil in Iran. Those are the couple things that he said that created that oil dump with the NQ push there. Oh, it's how you're reading the footprint. You got a footprint chart going? I'm curious about those footprint charts. I've never really looked at them, but I've seen a lot of like videos and stuff on them, and they look pretty cool because you can actually break down where the buyers and sellers are, right? So I like that. Quite often I'll be like scaling down to like the 1 minute, the 15 second, the 1 second, to just try to see who was really the volume in that candle. But footprint chart, breaks that down for you way better, right? Because sometimes when you even scale down to like a 1 second or a 15-second chart, you still can't really tell if it was buyers or sellers, right? Like, just because the color of the candle doesn't give you a definitive answer whether or not the buyer was there or the seller was there creating that movement, right? Or the volume. But yeah, that was a pretty beautiful trade. Happy to have caught it where I did. Had a nice push up there, pulled back, and then we started ripping through the VWAP. Just got a small entry, 1 micro up at 181. Closed it up at right in the gap, right at the very close of the gap at 242. It was beautiful. It tells me everything I need to know. Honestly, fair value gaps, order blocks, all that has zero context. Footprints gives me context, and context matters. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ways to trade the market. Whatever works best with you, and you've found footprints to be, sort of like that thing that gives you the clarity that you need, and that's awesome. So it's great when you kind of find your thing. So I got 15 minutes left here on the stream, guys, and then I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I'm gonna be heading to play some hockey. Excited for that. So it's been a good stream, guys. I'm pretty happy. 2 winning trades here, 185 in the Top Step X account, 122 in my Lucid eval, and I got $9 tip from Jonathan Stonks earlier. Thank you, Jonathan, if you're still here. I appreciate you, bro. He gives me a $2 tip, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then he gives me another one. I'm like, what's going on, bro? Don't give me any more tips. And the next thing you know, he gives me a 5. It's like, just being here and hitting that like button makes me feel happy. So, and getting involved in the chat, that's what drives me, anyways. So we have not inverted these fair value gaps yet, inverted this bullish fair value gap yet, anyways. So be careful here. If you are in a short, just be aware that if we start breaking too much above this, the New York or the overnight VWAP, sorry, this red line, the buyers could be trying to step back in here. The book isn't very clear right now. Bookmap's not very clear. Not a whole lot of orders to see above or below. Let's take a look at MNQ. So we do have a bunch of orders up there at around 88, 23,188. And then some up at 237, 237.50. Still have orders down at 23,100. I usually watch NQ because that's where the ballers are, the big bosses. So it looks like we got 23,600. There's 65 contracts above. Not that much below. 22,950. Oh, 72 at 23,000. But the book's looking pretty slim at the moment. Not a whole lot of indication as to what direction we're going to go here. I'm not bashing anything the traders use to give themselves an edge. It all comes down to what we understand and what works. Exactly. Yeah, I agree 100%. Some people love the VWAP. Some people are ICT traders. Some people are footprint or like order flow traders. Yeah, I mean, lots of the things. Some look at Tori tan lines, right? She's always trading those tan lines. So maybe I'm gonna get banned if I say that too many times. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, and I didn't take it as that you're bashing. I just like to make everybody feel inclusive, bro. Oh, you like the Tori tan lines comment or what? I don't know. It works for her. She's making money, right? The tan lines, the tan lines work for her. I use tan lines in my trades too. Like I had this tan line on here, seemed to work. Look at that, hey? Kind of broke out of it, came retested it, and then boom, rocket. That's out of pocket. Oopsies, my bad. Oh, I ain't got nothing against it. I like the tan lines. How about you guys? You like the tan lines too? Here she makes money selling courses and YouTube subs, but who am I to judge? Yeah, I know. She does make a ton of money. Like I watched one of her live training days about a year ago, and she had like 10,000 people watching live. I'm like, holy crap, man. That's crazy. And I've seen her make 50 grand on trades before. So I'm assuming that she's being truthful. I mean, she just bought some crazy Lamborghini or something not long ago that I saw. Okay, here, look at this, guys. We got a 5-minute candle here, starting to push out of the bottom of this bullish fair value gap. See if we get a closure below 145. Not a whole lot of room to the bottom here at 104. Still going to leave us some room though if we wait for this to get inverted here. She really charges 6K for a tan line? Yeah, I don't know what the courses cost, but I know she makes bank off of the courses and YouTube. And like I said, she doesn't take that many trades, but I've seen her win some nice trades. So I don't know. I've used trend lines lots before. They work. Not all the time. Nothing works all the time. So you just got to wait for an A+ Tori tan line setup where you get 3 taps on the line and then you're good to go. I'm just joking about the whole tan line thing though. Really, it's like she's awesome. Yeah, it seems like the sellers are pushing in right now. CBD's dropping here. So hopefully we get this closure below 140.45, I think it was. Yeah, 146.50. That'd be good. So they just don't work during a, yeah, they might not work that good for in a Trump market, right? Trend lines never worked for you? No? You know, I like them when they coincide with other parts of it, right? So like if the trend line lines up with a VWAP and it has a fair value gap there, I'm gonna give it more weight, right? But just a regular, if it's just a channel, which I still consider that trend lines if you're drawing channels. Yeah, confluences. Yes, exactly. If it's another added confluence to the trade, it can be, a nice add to your strategy, right? Just gives you a little bit more confidence in the trade that you might be taking, right? Minute and a half here on this candle. Are they going to close this below? Looking like they're going to close it below. Let's hope that they don't just take this straight down right now all the way. I mean, they might. More buyers stepping in here, guys. More buyers. Look at that. They're doing it. Oh, yeah. They're creating an SMT. ES is actually lower than NQ at the moment. ES is almost to the lows already. NQ's still, a little bit up. If YM takes a low, oil just recovered all the way back up to 103, just like that. Let me take a look at YM here. YM's about to take the lows, yeah. So YM's pulling ES down at the moment a little bit faster than NQ. So we did invert that. Excuse me. We did invert that fair value gap. So now we can look for a retest back up into this area, 165-ish, for a short entry. What time do we got here? Oh, only 5:55, so I can't even take any more trades today, guys. I don't want to get into something and then have to leave the desk, or I'll be hindered by that. So yeah, so you know what? I'm probably going to wrap it up here, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Good to see y'all. Sorry I wasn't around at my usual time, but hockey season's ending here in the next, basically by the end of this month coming up. So I think I got about 3 weeks more of hockey, and then I'll be back to focusing only on trading and hiking. Hiking season's going to come around, but that shouldn't get in the way of trading. So I'll be back for tomorrow morning at the New York Open, 9:30 a.m. East Coast time, with Mr. Mustang Trader, Nick J, the guy who makes too much money. This guy trades like 50 accounts at once, sometimes 60 accounts at once. The other day, he made 13,500 trading 16 accounts in one trade, $800 winner across all 16 accounts. Savage. He's a savage, man. We get lucky to hang out with him. So learning his style of trading. His style of trading is not that easy to produce yourself, because a lot of it is intuition, and he's been trading for a long time. Futures, he's only been trading for about a year, but his experience overall is good. And then he got trained by all the guys at ASFX. So his core is really solid. So yeah, I'll be live tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. for that. So appreciate you guys. Gonna do my shout out here to our top fans. So Jonathan Stonks, Jerry, Tim Korth, Kaylin, Darren, G-Ruck, AG Trader, Darren Does Things, John King, Lone Wolf, La Prince Fresco, Keith, Joshua, Sean Reeves, and Womanizer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure if you guys are picking up any accounts, if you want to go straight to funded, Top One Futures is definitely the way to go. They got really good rules, cheapest straight to funded accounts, some of the cheapest accounts you can find around. You can use my code MBT Market Butcher Trades if you want to get a good discount on there, but no pressure. That's only if you're looking to buy one. And then I also have a discount code with Lucid, and I recommend to anyone who's a little bit newer or looking to buy evals, that's the way to go. It's a one-time fee, no activation fee, no renewals. Nice rules once you pass your eval. The funded rules are better than going straight to funded. So lots of reasons to go that route. No pressure on the time and everything. But yeah, appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks a lot for the subscribes and the likes. We hit 753 subscribers. So put on some subscribers today and 19 likes on the channel. So thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, I'm early today, Anna. Sorry, I got a hockey game tonight. Playoffs are starting. So, playoffs in hockey. So I think I got about 3 weeks left of hockey, and then I'll be back to, the late evening schedule here. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday are my days. But yeah, so I got a hockey game tonight, and I'm not sure when my next game is after that, but yeah, so I had to get on regardless. Got in an early stream here, and it was a good stream. Up 185 here in this top step, 150K account. Grinding my way to 9,000 profit target here. We're up 7,716. Been a really good month so far. I had internet outages here, so I didn't trade on the 13th or the 16th here on this account. I didn't want to touch it. Now I got like today and tomorrow, or Monday and Tuesday, basically, to try to pass this account. And then if not, I got to pay the fee, the monthly fee to keep it going. But yeah, happy with that. So 180 there. And then me and a bunch of the people in the chat caught that little ripper. This guy right here entered at 23,181, closed it up here right at the gap, 23,243, locked in a quick 122 on that account with 1 micro. So there we go. And then got to send another shout out to Jonathan Stonks. He tipped me $2 once, $2 twice, and then another $5. So thank you so much, Jonathan, if you're still here. If not, just sending it out there. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, thanks so much, everybody. 753 subscribers, 19 likes, on our way to 1,000. Hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully before the end of the month. Anyways, that's my goal. But thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. for market open. Love you guys. Peace out. See you next time.